Undisputed, the Mexican Monster Pack out now.
See the breakdown for Moses ITAUMA and DILLIAN WHYTE. I want to get your prediction on that, Dom.
Well, before we go any further, your light's gone out on this.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
So my prediction on who?
Moses ITAUMA and DILLIAN WHYTE. So I'll tell you a couple of things I want to raise, because I saw Dillian did some interviews this week and everyone's been kind of saying to him, oh, you know, you're the big underdog. People are shocked that you're taking this fight. But I think people are kind of forgetting who he's been in the ring with, and he's given very good accounts of himself. So he's done rounds with Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Joseph Parker, Chisora twice, Povetkin twice. He lost to Povetkin. And
all right.
Hellenius, he took Lucas Brand's he beat Jermaine Franklin, and a big underrated win that he doesn't get credit for is Oscar Rivas. Was a very good heavyweight. He beat him as well after getting dropped.
How old is DILLIAN WHYTE?
DILLIAN WHYTE is, I shall tell you now, he's going to be 30 something. I think you said he was over 40 last time, but 37, 37 on box.
Right, and ITAUMA is what?
20 something.
Right. Well, I'm going to say that ITAUMA's going to knock him out. Not that I dislike DILLIAN WHYTE, but the dangerous thing about, you know, ITAUMA's coming through. He's never, you know, he's a not prospect at the minute. He's 22 years old, and your mindset at 22 years old to when you're 37 is like a 22-year-old, 23, 24-year-old DILLIAN WHYTE would be a different kettle of fish fighting a 22-year-old ITAUMA. It'd be more of an even match, and I'd say DILLIAN WHYTE would win that. But if ITAUMA gets beat, he's got plenty of time to come back. Do you understand? He can throw caution to the wind, he can take risks. DILLIAN WHYTE can't really. It's got to be a fight he's got to win, and he's going to be cautious. And there's probably 15 years difference. And in boxing, do you understand? That's a lot. Now, you might say, well, you look at people like George Foreman at 50 beat. Yeah, George Foreman boxed from an early age, through the pros, came back at 40 odd and knocked out the Southpaw kid for the world title, and that's a different kettle of fish because of the experience. DILLIAN WHYTE's not that fighter. DILLIAN WHYTE came from kickboxing, he'd been beat a few times, he didn't have that solid background in boxing, different era. But ITAUMA's a fresh kid, and his game, he fancies his chances, he's got a lot to prove, he's young, and even though DILLIAN WHYTE's got a lot of experience, I don't think he's got enough experience to old man the kid, because he's not that type of fighter. Do you understand? He's a kind of fighter who's going to have a tear up, DILLIAN WHYTE. So he's going to be meeting it kind of head on, because he don't know any other way. He's not going to be able to mess the kid about, tie him up, fiddle his way through, gas the fella and get on him. He's not. So, you know, the attributes that he had as a younger man, DILLIAN WHYTE, you know, a bit of speed, power, youth, that's kind of going now because he's 37, and reflex and speed, and that's what you need. And ITAUMA's a fast kid, and he's got to really get in there faster to him, because we don't know what he's like over the rounds. So what I would say is that ITAUMA's not going to pace himself. He's just going to come out as explosive as he can in the first 6 rounds and try and finish DILLIAN WHYTE off. That's why I think he's going to knock DILLIAN WHYTE out. And if he doesn't do that, then he's going to gas and DILLIAN WHYTE's going to beat him. But I think he's going to do that.
Well, so the names I mentioned there, the fact that he's obviously for AJ Fury, Parker.
Yeah, but these are all older men. Yeah, they're older men.
But a lot of these guys, for example, Rivas, he took Rivas's he took, I think, Lucas Brand's as well.
But Lucas Brown was washed up a long time ago.
No, but he was 25-0 at the time when DILLIAN knocked him out. What I'm saying is, on paper, Moses, I'm trying to build a different case here, because everyone's going down the Moses route. So I'm trying to be a bit different. So Moses on paper, his name that stands out is Dempsey McKean. Other than that, there's no real name.
Forget about the names. You got to look at when did DILLIAN WHYTE beat Lucas Brown? How many years ago?
A long time ago.
Right. When did he beat Rivas?
I could tell you. 2020.
Right. 5 years ago. Right. So he's been out. He's had what, 2 years out of the game, Dillian. What's his last three? Who's his last 3 opponents been?
Ebenezer Tete, Christian Hammer, and Jermaine Franklin.
So yeah. So. Forget who he's boxed in the past. He don't make the difference what he's doing now at 37 years old. So he's had a great. He has beat some decent kids. You know, 5 years ago when he was probably 32. So time's nobody's friend. Okay. And like I say, ITAUMA's a young game kid. and he fancies, and that confidence that you get. You know, I just remember the same argument when Naz boxed Robinson. Oh, Robinson's, you know, he's too mature. He's never done 12 rounds. Naz had never even boxed at featherweight. But people don't understand. When Naz boxed Steve Robinson, he hadn't even boxed at featherweight. They moved him up from super bantam and put him straight in at number 1 position at featherweight, which probably should never have happened. And people saying, oh, he's going to be too mature for him. You know, Robinson's a mature man. He's had 4 or 5 good wins against good kids. This Nazi Imami's got no chance, and Naz flattened him. And that's not being disrespectful to Steve Robinson, because he's a nice kid. But this is where we are now. We're back in that position again. You know, a good youthful fighter with not a lot of experience, but plenty of ambition and confidence will beat these older fellas. You know, a 30-year-old Dillian Whyte would have been different. But he's not 30, he's 37.
Okay, let's see what happens. So you're picking Moses ITAUMA to win by knockout within 6?
Or stoppage.
Okay. I just... quick fire predictions on that card. I'm going to stick to the guys that you probably know. So Nick Ball's fighting undefeated Australian in Sam Goodman. Built up to be quite a good fight. Nick's gone out quite early to Saudi as well. He's been there, I think he went a week ago, so he's gone about 3 weeks.
I say Nick Ball is on the roll at the minute. He's a tough kid, the way he fights. At some point, though, the way he fights is going to catch up with him, because he does take a bit of punishment. You don't really hear of any fantastic Australian fighters. There's been the odd 1 or 2 over the years. But, you know, Nick Ball's a bit of an handful at the minute. So I'm going to say Nick Ball. I ain't even seen the other kid, but I'm just going to back Nick Ball anyway.
Okay, the only other fight worth mentioning on the card, it's a good one. Filip Hrgović, David Adderley. Interesting fight, that. What do you think of that? Hard fight to pick. Adelaide just coming off a knockout win against TK.
50-50. I mean, Adelaide unravelled.
Hrgović had a hard fight against Joyce, just to give you some context.
Yeah, I think, listen, it's a 50-50. It depends who fancies that one and whether Hrgović still got the desire for it. 50-50 fight could go either way.
If you had to say one guy's going to do it, who's going to pull the trigger?
Hrgović.
Points, knockout?
Probably just to win.
Okay.
Don't know how.
Okay. Staying in the heavyweight division, your friend Dave Allen has just selected his next opponent because he brings fear to him, because he reckons he's the only guy that's going to make him train hard and not cut corners and not eat crisps and mess about and drink Coke. Arslanbek Makmoudov, who's got a good record on paper. His only losses have come at a very good level to Ajit Kabayel and Vieno, who's an Italian heavyweight. He lost on points to him. He's got a good win against Carlos Takam. You've seen a bit of him. He's been described as a scary, big 6'6" guy, but I know him quite well. I've been speaking to him for years. He's actually a big, friendly giant.
Well, that's going to work in Dave Allen's favour then, isn't it?
So what do you think of that fight?
It's a good fight, and you know, when Dave Allen says that, it's great entertainment, but you just look back over time, and obviously I like Dave, and he's a character in it, and he's having a bit more of a resurgence in boxing. But he's like the boy who cried wolf too many times. The number of times we've heard him say, oh, I'm going to train for this, I'm going to do that, and it's going to put the fear into... To be honest, I think Dave's at the stage where he's not particularly scared of anybody. He's just getting another go. So I don't think he's at that stage where, you know, considering the people he's been in with, I don't think he's he's at the stage where he's scared. And I'll tell you what, as a big fella, and I've seen plenty of big fellas, there's nothing worse. I mean, we get back to Dwight Muhammad Kawe. He wasn't a massive guy compared to an heavyweight, but some of the guys he boxed were huge, and he flattened them. And I always remember him smiling through his gum shield at these guys as he's knocking lumps off them. And Dave Allen's a bit like that. Dave Allen's not scared of anybody. And when a smaller guy is short, and Dave's not small, but as an heavyweight, when a shorter guy is not intimidated by a big guy, he just puts it all on the big guy. So don't be surprised, you know, if Dave gives a very good account of himself, and he could beat this guy. It's not beyond him. And if he trains and does everything right, then even better, we're in for a good fight.
Well, we'll talk more about that fight when hopefully we'll try and get Dave sat next to you. That's it really, Dom. We gave some books away last week. Have your fans got them?
Yeah, I've sent them out. They're all happy with the books, and you know, the people who didn't qualify, I sent them some details how to obtain them, and I've had a couple of purchases of that, so it's done really well. Yeah, got a good response. A lot of people still sending me answers in, even now. Obviously, got the time frame wrong, but I'll probably run another competition. I've just got another batch of books. off one of a client actually, who I got some weight off, friend of Bradley Skeets, Ben. He's got a printing firm. He's printing me off, does me a good deal. So I got a new batch. I got back from Weymouth, and they were already waiting for me, which did me a favour because there was a bit of a backlog of them. So I've spent last few days getting them out. So yeah, it's going really well.
Well, I'm going to set up a Boxing King Media WhatsApp group where we're going to try and interact with the fans and maybe have like a bit of a section where fans can maybe ask you some questions. So you're going to see it on the screen, a barcode, just scan it and then just hit up the link, and then you'll be able to directly contact the people at Boxing King Media. And if you've got any questions for Dom or any of the other content that
just do me a favour, don't put my number in.
No, it's a link, so it's not going to be a number, so nobody will be able to ring you or give you any prank calls. And then the other aspect of it is, just for people that join that WhatsApp group, I'm going to give away this Anthony Joshua hoodie. You can't get it anymore anywhere. I've had it for quite a while.
Is that? I've seen that hoodie. Is that with that big hoodie protector in front?
No, it's not that
chin
one.
Protector in.
No, it's not that one. No.
So if you get it, you can absorb it. Not that one.
No, it's unworn, and it's something that he released.
Oh, it's an original off him, is it?
Yeah, it's from his brand. He released it a while ago, so I'm giving it away. So the people that join up the WhatsApp group, I'll do something random where I might ask a question in the group, and whoever gets it right first will get the hoodie. But you can see it on your screen right now, and there'll be more giveaways in that group. So,
well, do you know what? I'll donate an Ingle gym tracksuit to that thing. We got some stuff. What we're gonna start selling. We said this last time, just getting it set up. But yeah, so they come in medium, large, and small, 3 types. We'll donate to one.
There you go. So Boxing King Media WhatsApp group, we're going to be giving away stuff on there. But yeah, Dom, that's it really. Thank you very much. And also, when Dom's got some offers on his book, we'll drop them in the group as well. Thank you very much.
Respect isn't given, it's earned. In blood.
Undisputed, the Mexican Monster Pack out now.